season in some respects?
Yeah, 100%. I think, one thing about us is we're staying the course. I know it's been up and down a little bit. We haven't been winning too many games and games that we could have been in and kind of let slip away. So I feel good about the space we're in right now. I feel like we're moving in the right direction for us to continue to win some games and do it together. And that's like the main message right now. So as long as we do that and don't really listen to the outside noise, just know that what we have in this locker room is good for us to win more games. I know we're capable of. We'll be more than fine.
We saw the Kade today that he was brought in to do this.
Yeah.
How huge would it be if a 6'7" guy like him is able to do something similar to that at a minimum moving forward for you guys?
I mean, it was huge. I mean, he shot the ball well. He shot it with confidence. He was able to knock down threes, and we were unselfish enough to find him. And we have a lot of trust in Kade. He's been putting a lot of effort and hard work into practice, and then he was able to showcase it tonight. So we're gonna need more from that moving forward. But I love this game for him because it's a little breakout game for him. So I was super happy for him.
You guys been kind of helping.
And he actually showed a little bit of emotion. Like usually Kade, he got like a straight face.
I
kind of I hit. I think it was 2 threes. He hit 2 threes in a row right before the TV timeout, or the Salle call timeout. He had a smile on his face.
One more thing about you guys. Kickouts for threes today. Hadn't seen a lot of that going back to when you guys were in Hawaii. Also, post moves. Big men sealing the guy, and you guys were finding. We saw a lot more diversity than we had seen for a while.
Yeah, and I think that's what why we was able to capitalize and play so well today because we did all the things that we practiced in practice. We worked a lot of on post entries and making the big guys a threat down low and not relying so much on the guards to be the heavy load. So we was trying to just get our bigs involved in whether that's in post entries or uphill screens, and it worked well for us. And our spacing was a lot better today. I think that's why we was able to get stop drives, baseline drives, and then be able to find our three-point shooter. So I think this is a movement step forward for us to be great and use this game as a stepping stone.
This is what you want to be moving forward.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna be more than fine though. But I love the way we played today. I think by far out of all the games we played, this is probably number one on my list of terms of we played well together as a collective. Yep. Yep.
Good to have one of those games going into a really critical week.
100%.
UCLA coming up.
It was needed. I think we were kind of just battling with ourselves of being in these tough games and kind of just let little games slip away a little bit, and having a game like this against the Salle and for everyone to contribute in so many ways, it's huge for us. So super happy the way we played, and it'll be good for us moving forward.
Remember Coach Davis said you felt like you guys were playing like you were weighed down in Hawaii. You were maybe a little too much in your head. Do you feel like that's completely gone now? That's just completely flushed?
Yeah, I said it a little bit earlier, but I felt like we hit like a reset button this past week. Just not having a game like right after G-Tech, kind of just take a little mental break from our games a little bit because it's been up and down a little bit. So our approach in practice has been like really great, just in terms of our attention to detail. Our competition level has been risen, and it was well needed just because we know like this stretch of games coming up is going to be super hard, but I feel like we're ready for it. So just proud of the way that we persevered after the G-Tech game. I know it was sloppy a little bit, but we was able to come into LaSalle and just play Carolina basketball.
Ball security was much improved this game. Seth said that you guys were probably just tired of getting yelled at in practice for it.
Yeah.
What else can you kind of attribute to that?
We were just more intent with our passes and making the right play. I think sometimes we just have some careless turnovers. And it's like never selfish. I think sometimes we just get too comfortable with the ball and don't really realize that teams are playing defense. So, I mean, that was huge for us. And I don't think we had 22 assists and 11 turnovers. That's big time. So, and we probably didn't want to run 33, so that was good for us. Yeah.
RJ, you guys have 2 big-time opportunities this week. How much have y'all talked about, given what's happened to this point in the non-conference stretch?
I mean, right now, how we're looking at it is just taking it one game at a time.
Yeah.
I literally said, like, in the locker room, after we won, it was just, 1 down, 2 to go. And that's how we're looking at it, at the schedule so far, because, these next 2 games are really big for us. And Florida's a good game. Florida's a good team. UCLA's a good team. So we're going to have to bring our A game. But just kind of just stack days, take it one game at a time. Don't look too far ahead, but just know that we have these next 2 games, but we just got to play it together like we did tonight.
I mean, Seth mentioned desperation, y'all being desperate. Y'all need to play desperate next week with the way those teams are playing and the way y'all can kind of take a step forward with some big wins.
We just have to play with energy. That's the only thing that I think that's been missing sometimes from this team, is just with energy and passion. I think you saw it today, and just have fun with it a little bit. I think sometimes we, like as a team, we all put like the weight on our shoulders to be perfect and to go out there and just not make any mistakes. But it's basketball; it's going to happen. So I think the way we played tonight, I know there were some slip-ups we had, but overall, like I was proud of the way we just persevered through everything. And our communication on defense was huge. So we're going to need that going through these next 2 games. So as long as we play with energy and passion, we're going to be moving fine.
I mean, how does Charlotte play a role in that, man? I mean, jump invitation was kind of like, I mean, it's been a home game for you.
It is, and I feel like the last 2 games we played at Charlotte, it's always been huge for us, just in terms of their fan base and their energy's been in there. And an NBA arena game is always like high energy. So, but it'll feel like a home game to us, just because it's right down the road, only 2 hours away. So we just gotta lean on that, but also lean on each other.
RJ, how excited are you to be back home next week in New York, playing in New York, New Garden, and everything?
I can't wait. Like, I want to go back home now. Playing at the Garden is that's my favorite arena, just in terms of just the energy, and then having your friends and family there courtside, and playing a big time game. It's like one of the things that you just kind of just dream of. I mean, I'm 1-1 right now. We beat Ohio State and we lost UConn last year, so hopefully trying to be 2-1. But I'm super excited.
You gonna get some food from back home?
Bro, yes. Like my mom is gonna make some home cooked meals. And I'm taking that back. When we ever get back here, I'm taking it back.
What's she making for you?
Pork chops, steak, pasta. She makes my Cajun jambalaya pasta dish. She makes some sweet potato pie. So I'm looking forward for all that. Cause I'm starving.
Who in your family is going to be in the stands?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Who in your family is going to be in the stands?
Oh, I have a. Yeah. So I got like my mom, my dad, my aunt, my little brother, my cousin, my friends that I grew up with my whole life, and my sister and her friends. So that's about like 12 to 15 people right there. Yeah.
RJ, along those lines, I mean, I'm sure you've been asked, but this week coming up,
Yeah.
I mean, it could determine a lot about what that resume looks like in March. I mean, just what are your thoughts on like 2 huge games coming, and do you feel like you have to have them?
I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. Florida and UCLA they're really great teams, and I'm excited for the challenge. I mean, it's basketball. Sure. You have another opportunity to play the game you love, and against a really great team. So it'll be a good test for us just to see where we're at. But at the same time, we just gotta stay the course like we did this past week and today. Because basketball's a game of runs, and those are really 2 good teams that is going to give it their all. So we have to be ready mentally and physically for that, and kind of just play with energy and passion and just rely on one another. I think we do that, then it'll look good for us in March.
Yeah.
And RJ, going off that real quick, I know same thing, but like a dominant win like today's against LaSalle, how does that give you guys like a confidence boost, or what does it mean heading into the tough stretch you guys have coming up the week before Christmas?
I mean, it means a lot. I think this was a great confidence booster game for us, and I think we like once we watch film, but I kind of felt like throughout the game, you see like when we go from good to great shots, and when we're talking on defense, when the low guy's there, when we're in the gaps, like everything's just flowing and gelling together. So that just shows you of how many positives there are to this team. You just kind of got to eliminate the slip-ups, the little mistakes. And I think we'll be right there in March and even in the ACC play. I don't want to look too far ahead, but I really have high hopes for this team and a lot of faith for this team because I've seen the glimpses of when we could be really great. And I feel like we have yet to show that, but today we showed a little bit.
For those of us who've seen you play every game, there were some post-ups today.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been games where you guys haven't posted anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
Seth was mentioning that had been part of the conversation this past week. Like, let's get somebody posting up.
I think what we did in practice was kind of just whenever bigs get opportunity to, like push your man up, and we'll have the post entry guy cut, just to get a different flow of offense. Sometimes I feel like we're just doing a lot of guards of high ball screens and just a lot of standing.
Maybe getting a little stagnant up there?
Yeah, 100%. So and our bigs are really good and just showing themselves as a threat. That way, it's not a heavy load on the guard. So. Our bigs was able to post up really well, and I think Van got a deep seal catch right in the paint, was able to get fouled. Like, so little plays like that.
Jump hook too?
100%. So now the defense has to pick and choose of how they're going to play us, right? So now you got a post entry threat. Now you got guards who are really good. They're able to shoot, drive, and kick it out for three. So just different ways for us to be really good.
RJ, he said you're the king of the nicknames. So what's his name?
Kade Bison. That's Bison right there.
Bison.
Bison, yeah. I call him Bison. I either call him Bison or Goob. You ever seen Meet the Robinsons?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, that's when he had the black eye. So I'll call him.
What's the Bison thing?
I don't know. Like, nicknames just come to me just like naturally.
I don't know if that's good though.
No. It
Okay.
sticks. It sticks with the
Is
locker
that guy
room.
with a B-Y or a B-I-S-O-N?
B-I-S-O-N. Yeah. I don't know what it was. Like, I have a nickname for everybody on the team. Like, literally. Yeah.
What's your
so
nickname?
it's just Ari. Yeah. No one. I don't have a special
Who's
nickname.
got the best nickname?
Kade Bison.
That's nice. That's not, all right.
What does it even mean?
Kade Bison. It just sticks. I don't know who has the best nickname on the team. Oh, I call Russ Little Baby because he actually looks like Little
That's right,
Baby.
Little Baby.
Russ looks like Little Baby.
I think he kind of looks like Caleb too.
That too. C-Love and Little Baby.
Yeah.
He said that after the game, when you guys went in the locker room,
We splashed him.
You were today.
Yeah.
After the game, he said,
We splashed him with
he
water.
looked at him
Cade?
and said, "Nice to meet you, Cade."
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what he said?
Yeah. Excuse me. He was like, "Nice to meet you, Kade."
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. We can work with that.
Yeah.
You know we can. Thank
Kade Bison. Make sure y'all stamp that. Stamp that in the article, Bison.
you. For what reason?